Trawling through the mud of Elon Musk's tweets is quite an unsavory process. For my longer video that I released this month, I had to collect a number of his tweets together to help aid my understanding of his political tendencies and his worldviews, but I left out a lot of pretty wild tweets. So for this video, I laid out a number of his quote-unquote hits that exemplify the creepy, bigoted, and twisted politics Musk has formed over the last years, especially since 2020. But the richest man in the world has tweeted a lot, so for brevity's sake, I've highlighted 4 themes that I think are important to track throughout his Twitter rhetoric. The first is his raging transphobia. Musk tweeted numerous times disparaging pronouns, whether just flat out saying that pronouns suck, or employing the classic right-wing joke using false pronouns in a bigoted attempt to discredit them, like this tweet where Musk attacks 2 birds with 1 stone, belittling the use of trans and non-binary pronouns while also attacking the response to COVID. What's even more twisted is that Musk has a trans child, a daughter who he's dead-named in tweets, and continues to assert that doctors misled him to approve his now estranged daughter's gender-affirming transition. This dehumanizing language hasn't just cropped up once or twice in the last few years in his tweets. Since 2020, Musk seems determined in more than 20 plus tweets to explain just how oppressive and dangerous other people using pronouns and trans people in general are. But this is just the start. The second theme that comes to the fore in Musk's tweets is his anti-woke and anti-immigration obsession. Indeed, this anti-woke aggression is sometimes wrapped in anti-trans rhetoric, like the tweet claiming that the woke mind virus killed his trans child when she transitioned. From the frequency of his tweets, it seems that the woke mind virus is occupying a lot of Elon Musk's mental real estate. He compares wokeness to cordyceps, the deadly fungus that invades and reanimates corpses. Because for Musk, wokeness is ruining education, wokeness is killing comedy, it's invading legacy media, and it's creeping into AI. Wokeness might mean anti-racist efforts, anti-capitalist, anti-trans, anti-homophobic efforts, and among the scariest possibilities for Musk, open borders and immigration. Because alongside his anti-woke tirades, Musk always seems to be up in arms about people coming across the border. Specifically, he continues, time and time again, but especially around the election, to champion the conspiracy that Democrats are letting immigrants into the country to get more votes. A patently foolish claim, considering that Biden, by the end of his presidency, was remarkably strict on border crossings and border patrol, and even toughened the asylum process. And yet Musk clings to this conspiracy of voter boosting by Democrats, a conspiracy that is one step away from the white supremacist Great Replacement theory, which claims that non-white people are systematically replacing the white race. But this white supremacist coded language isn't an aberration. Here is where we turn to the third theme of Musk's tweets. Musk has engaged, espoused, and retweeted a number of dangerous race science and white supremacist beliefs in his tweeting career recently. Whether it's retweeting an interview with a Nazi apologist and claiming that it's very interesting and worth watching, or signal boosting the white supremacist Twitter account IO, which a reporter from Mother Jones explains.
Elon Musk is spreading a very specific kind of racism on the internet right now. Elon seems to really like this account. They've gone by a few names on the platform, but they share extremely racist content that argues that black people are innately intellectually inferior beings. We actually settled this debate generations ago, but Elon Musk is helping to bring it back.
And finally, we have the fourth theme, a fear of underpopulation that at times seems to inform a growing climate denial from Musk. Perhaps connected to his fear of an immigrant takeover or the replacement of the white race, Musk loves to tweet about all-time low birth rates. For him, underpopulation is the biggest threat to civilization, even more so than climate change. Perhaps this is a rhetorical tactic to regulate abortion and birth control, or perhaps on an individual level, this is a perfect excuse for Musk, a man who seems to treat women as vessels to bear his offspring. He even went so far as grossly tweeting that he's doing his part to solve the underpopulation crisis. Musk has had 14 children that we know of with 4 women, and clearly seems to abhor any sort of birth control methods. Sadly, if how he's treated his estranged trans daughter is any indicator, this fear of underpopulation seems to mean that he only cares about siring children, not actually raising and caring for them. All of these tweets together form a dark image of Musk's internal worldview. But obviously this is just skimming the surface of Musk's Twitterverse. But what we have seen already is dangerous, especially because every one of his tweets is seen by hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people. In a time when misinformation is mounting, Elon is pouring white supremacist, transphobic, and climate-denying fuel onto the inferno. Even if they are just words on a social media platform, those words, when used by the world's richest man, are actively shaping that world into a more dangerous and oppressive place.